Yeah. Okay.
I am Arlene Roberts, and I am from Kendallville, Indiana. This is our family crypt, and it's the Ramsay crypt. I was a Ramsay, and it's kind of fallen in disrepair, so my husband and I have decided to try to restore it back to its original grandeur. So what he's doing right now is just, we're trying to level this out a little bit. I mean, there was a lot of bubbles and waves in it, so we're trying to level it out a little bit and relay some of the stones, and then we're going to put an outer shell over it of concrete, not to put any pressure on it, but just to stabilize it so that it doesn't deteriorate anymore. And then we'll put a clear coat of sealer over that when it dries. It would be probably great-greats, I would think. My grandfather was in charge of this when I was small, and I know his father was before him. So it goes back at least that far, and we know that this was built in 1874. I was born in Greenfield and grew up in this area, not Knightstown, but in this area. And we lived in Wilkinson for a little while. Right now we're trying to find out more about who the J, C, and W are that are, we suppose, in here. We don't know that yet. We're still researching that. But the story that was told to me when I was young was that there was a circus that came to town, and my grandfather and his father got a call late at night that there was a robbery in progress. And so they ran down here, got down here real fast, and they stopped the robbery. But in doing that, they scared the robbers off, and the robbers dropped the coffin, and it slid back down the steps, and that's where it is today. But the special thing about this coffin is that there was my grandfather's cousin, and we don't know his name, but his cousin was struck by lightning when he was around 16 or 17, we believe. And because he was struck by lightning, his hair continued to grow and his nails continued to grow. And for some reason, his family put him in a glass coffin. And we don't know if it's just the face that's surrounded by glass or whether it's the full coffin. But that was the draw for the circus. They really wanted that for their show, and that's what we believe. So anyway, they scared him off, and to this day it is still at the bottom of the steps. From what we can tell, it's made from stone, so it's very heavy, and so we think that they just didn't want to try to put it back up on one of the shelves, so they just kept it down there. And from what we can see, it is on some boards, so it's up off the dirt floor. So they did that, but they just left it right there with that. And then they decided to close the door permanently. So they cemented it shut, and they put this big slab here, so no one can get in. 8 in here. We don't, like I say, we don't know the names, and there is one small child you can tell in there, but we don't know any of the names. Just walking through the cemetery, I found a lot of the Ramsay stones, and that helps us kind of rule out some of them. So we're narrowing it down to who might be in here, but it's taken a little while. It's just really important to us. I mean, this is our family history, and my husband and I really love old stones, and we just love the history of cemeteries. And so we just couldn't really see just letting it go. So, I met with my brothers. I have 2 brothers and a sister, and we all decided, yes, we wanted to save it, and so we're all in this together, and we're going to look after it. Well, it's been interesting. We've found out a lot more about, people that we didn't know in our family, just through the genealogy and everything. And so that's been an interesting thing, but, I can remember coming here for different things, when we were little, and it was just so intriguing to me. So we just didn't want to see anything different here. My dad's name was Ralph Eugene. My grandparents lived in Charlottesville, ever since I can remember. That's where my dad grew up. My grandpa worked at if I get this right, the children's dealers.
Yes.
Soldiers.
Indiana Soldiers and Sailors Children's Home.
Yes, that's
Okay.
what they were.
Okay.
Yeah, he was very passionate about that. They were just very common folk.
Great. Great.